Good morning. We are getting ready in the shop this morning because I have a couple of meetings and a ton of work to do, but I needed to get Luca outside for a little bit. So we've got the garage open and I've got my makeup bag. Layton is right here in the bouncer just for a second. Today is Friday and we are going to be doing some admin stuff for Shop Honey and Heart. I don't know what I was expecting, but I just was not expecting everyone to be so excited. Like that sounds bad because I just knew, like, I don't know, we're all so busy, and so whenever I went to announce it, I was like, I hope they love it. But anyways, I just wanted to do a chit chat, get ready with me, and fill you guys in on the behind the scenes and like how long I've been working on this. Luca, this way, baby. How long I've been working on this and like why I wanted to start Shop Honey and Heart, because this has been a dream of mine for so long, I can't even tell you. And the fact that it's like coming to life and you guys are excited about it too is like crazy. I'm just so excited, and I feel like this is just the beginning. This all started years and years and years and years and years ago. I wanted to open an online boutique, but we just quite frankly did not have the money, and we were just not in a place where I could sacrifice like my full-time corporate job and everything like that. So I was like, you know what, maybe one day I'll be able to open it up whenever we like have a house on land and we have some extra space. And clearly that's not us yet. But about a year ago, I kept telling people how bad I wanted to start this, and I was like, well, I'll just start the boutique when. I'll start the boutique when we move. I'll start the boutique when... Oh, wow. I'll start the boutique when Layton turns 1. I'll start the boutique when Luca turns 4, you know, just giving myself all these different kind of like time restraints. And then I was sitting there a few months ago. I guess this was actually only a couple of months ago. And I was like, why not now? Why not just go for it and start it? And even if it's small, there's a scripture that says, do not despise small beginnings. And there's also another scripture that says, he who is faithful with little will be trusted with much. And I was like, you know what? Why don't we just start small and I just go for it and trust the Lord's timing on it? And so I just kind of slowly started working on it. The hardest part was finding a name that I loved, but this is something that we always say and I always hear is, I love you with all my heart, honey. I was gonna do something with the boys' names because I actually wanted to start off with kids. I wanted to do a whole kids collection. I was like, you know what, maybe I should do Shop Luca and Layton or something. And I was like, no, that doesn't feel right, because in this season I'm just so like connected to other moms, and I want to go be able to serve other moms and like find cute outfits for all of us who are home with our kids all day. So I just felt like that was kind of a sign that Shop Honey and Heart was meant to be for the mamas at the beginning. I'm so glad I did. But stay tuned because kids is coming. I'm already planning it. This was all really born from my love of feeling cute every day while I'm home with my boys, because whenever I became a stay-at-home mom, I really struggled because I felt like I was in prison. Not really, but I just struggled, you know, like I was cooped up inside all day, and I didn't really have any friends close to me in proximity at the time, so we just kind of did a lot of stuff by ourselves. All of my friends lived far, and I just never got up. I never got dressed and ready for the day. I never made plans. I was always winging it, and I really, really struggled. Is this funny that mommy's talking to a camera? And then whenever I was about a year postpartum, and also now that I have Layton, one thing that is just completely, it sounds dramatic, but it's completely changed my life, is getting ready every single day. And I know that that sounds pretty unattainable, and you know what? Some days it is. Some days my getting ready means putting on a bra and putting my pajamas right back on, okay? But it truly changed my life, because whenever I was home with the boys, I was like, I am dressed and ready. Like, we can do anything. Do you want to go to the zoo? Do we want to go meet up with a friend? Is the weather pretty? Should we go sit on a patio for lunch? And I was just always ready. It took out the decision fatigue for me of like, what are we gonna do today? What do I need to wear? What do the boys need to wear? How do I need to be packed? And it was like, why don't I just get ready every day, stay ready for whatever the day has? And it's literally changed my life, because it helped me to get out of the house every day and to find community and to do fun stuff and to feel cute while doing it. So what was I saying before that tantrum interrupted me?
No.
It's okay, you're not in trouble, baby. I was just saying hi to you. Classic, I don't know where I left off. Every time I get to planning or working on it, I just get so excited. Like, I can't wait to pick out pieces that I know I'm gonna love and y'all are gonna love. I can't wait to wear them. I can't wait to photograph them. Like, it's just kind of all of my loves combined. And it's also just reignited such like a creativity in me. Oh, one thing I was saying is that with Layton, the thing that's changed the game for me is getting ready every day. And I film my life and share my life online. And so feeling like put together and confident in your skin postpartum is honestly like, it feels impossible some days. And so whenever I wasn't feeling like I knew my body anymore, I wasn't feeling confident in, you know, with all the hormone shifts and everything, but I was able to throw on a cute outfit and I was like, okay, I feel a little bit more put together. It all hinges on the saying, look good, feel good. Nothing has ever been truer for me. And I just want to help other moms look cute and feel cute because we are all wearing so many hats throughout the day. All of us are wearing 50 different hats throughout a singular 24-hour period. We're going from the carpool line in the morning to a play date during lunch, and then we have to go and run errands, and then maybe we're going to the grocery store or meeting up with our husband for dinner or whatever the case is. Like, we're doing so much throughout the day that there's not like one uniform for it all. We want to be comfy, we want to be cozy, sometimes we want to be casual but still feel cute. And so that's really what's like driven all of the decisions that I've made for this and all of the pieces that I pick. Is like, could I wear this to meet Jameson for dinner but also cozy up with Layton during nap time, and then also run to the grocery store and not feel like I'm in my pajamas? I'm just excited. I'm grateful and excited. I very clearly think I underestimated what I needed for the first launch. So I'm figuring that out today. That's why I'm getting ready, is because I have a call later and I'm gonna go figure out inventory. I'm gonna go like read through some of the comments and some of the messages that I've gotten and see what I need to order more of. I know everybody is loving the ruffle boxers and I love them so much, but I need to do a try on because as you can see the outline of the pockets, and so I wanna see what these look like with different color underwear on, because the last thing we can be bothered with is like needing to wear a whole, you know, custom undergarment for like one pair of shorts. So I'm gonna go figure this out today and see what I wear it with, because maybe the answer is just like a shirt that covers just the band and then that will cover up any undies or something. I don't know. So those are little nuances that I have to figure out. I just booked our first market. Jameson, me, and Layton are gonna go next month because I want to see these pieces in person before I purchase, because this was my first inventory shipment and I couldn't really like get to market and then pick it would have been too overwhelming to like go to a market first. So I just read a ton of reviews. I researched. I was up until 4 a.m. some nights with a newborn. Anytime Layton was up, I would like go get on my computer and research stuff. So I have put so many hours into this and I'm just so grateful that everyone's excited. I'm like geeking out. So we're going to our first market next month, as long as everything works out. And I'm gonna take you guys along a behind the scenes on stories and you guys can help me pick out different pieces. Like, what color of something do you want? Do you want a certain fit? Are we going on date nights more? You know what I mean? So I'm gonna take you guys along for the behind the scenes because I don't know. I want to revert back to my girls online. Before my card runs out of memory, I want to give you guys a tour of the shop and kind of show you what everything looks like. We are about to get an AC unit for in here, and then I'm keeping all of the clothes in their little protective bags since we are out in the garage. I just want to make sure all the clothes are safe. And then I'm going to keep different shipping supplies and like tech stuff inside, especially because the temperature will fluctuate out here. So I'm just going to give you guys a tour, but this is like literally just the beginning. We are not there yet. So before we launch, I'll do another tour and take you guys along. But okay, let's get on with the tour. I'm going to show you guys the shop and all the pieces that I have picked out so far. This is the current recycling pile from the massive order that we just got in, but this is where my little shop is for now. Obviously the goal is to outgrow this, but I wanted to start here, and I've kind of had this dreamt up in my head for such a long time. This is the desk that I'm going to be using to pack orders. This is a Husky workbench, and it's got these 2 drawers, and then it also has a crank so you can adjust it up and down, and it's on wheels, which I love. And then these shelves are just from Amazon. I just love that they're like open to where you guys can see the pieces whenever I'm filming in here or on TikTok Live if you see something in the back that you want. instead of it all being like in those big clothing bins, you know, I'm sure you guys have seen those. I wanted just something a little bit more open so that way the pieces were like on display for you guys to see. And then I've just got some different basket options in case any of the accessories that I need to order need to go in like a basket instead of just sitting out on the shelf. So these are Amazon. Jameson built these for me the other day. This clothing rack is one of my favorite things ever. I might need another one soon, but this is Amazon. I think it's so pretty. The quality is incredible. And I got these wood hangers. I'm gonna do a Cricut project and put my logo on here just so that way it adds a sweet little touch. But this is the clothing rack I got. I think it's so pretty. I have this little rolling cart for randomness once more stuff comes in. Here is where all of the inventory is for now. And then down here, I've got my little calculator that I got. I'm actually gonna give you guys a proper haul of all of this because I need to unbox it. But why am I so excited for a calculator? I don't know, but I'm very excited about it. Okay, let me set you guys up. I'm gonna show you the different pieces and then I need to unbox all of the tech stuff. Okay, I'm gonna show you guys all the inventory. First things first, I'm wearing full Shop Honey and Heart today. This is the cutest chunky stripe boxy tee. I love the fit of this. The sleeve length is really fun too. Y'all know I lived in like those striped Free People shirts. They're $100. It's ridiculous, but they're so cozy. My one gripe with them is the neckline and the sleeve length. So I love that these sleeves just like aren't in my way. And this is much thinner too, which I need. I'm sweating all day long. Like whenever I'm cleaning or whenever I'm chasing the boys, I'm sweating. And then add Texas heat. So anyways, that, and then I have on, it's kind of hard to see because of the desk. But I have like a full C-section belly. Okay, this is all a little gift from my C-section. There's a lot of extraness and a lot of stretch marks right here. So I needed some good pants that I felt cute in, but also that just like fit my stomach right now. Like I just don't want to be in tight pants all the time. So I love these. These are actually kind of like a drop crotch pant, and they are so lightweight. They're backwards. So lightweight and so comfortable. I love the drop crotch. I have a pair of Free People pants like this and they're just so comfortable. This is the back, and I love that they have these little pockets on the side. They're super stretchy, and they have a drawstring in case you want to size up for length, but you need to size down for your waist. This is perfect. But they're just such a great length. They're wide leg, which is so much more comfortable to me. I just don't like to be in restrictive clothes all the time. Some days call for leggings, but most days do not. And I'm usually living in pants like this. So that's what I have on today. And then I already showed you guys these, but these are ruffle boxers that are just the perfect short. They are so cute. They're lightweight and they come up over your belly, which I love. They're not like cutting into you right at the hip. So I like the length on these a lot. I actually had to size down to a small. I am almost always a large in boxer shorts because of the way that they cut in, and just with my C-section belly, because you can kind of pull them up to sit a little bit higher instead of cutting into your stomach, because this is where I really struggle right now to find cute clothes. So I love these. This desperately needs to be steamed, so please use your imagination here with me. My steamer is about to be delivered in 2 hours, and then I'm gonna be able to steam all of this. I guess I should have waited, but I wanted to have this video out. This striped cardigan is one of the softest things I've ever felt. It's not the scratchy kind of knit. I just live in these. Whenever I wake up with the boys and it's like super early, I'm not always a robe person. I'll usually throw on a cardigan as like my robe to stay warm in the morning whenever I make my coffees. So that's why I bought this. I know it's summer. I know this is not seasonally appropriate, but this is mama appropriate, because I always will throw on a cardigan, especially if I don't want something like super heavy, but I still want to be cozy. I always have one on, and I think this is so cute and fun. I love the colors. And then I could run to the grocery store in this with my pajama pants and it would look like an outfit. And this is my favorite piece. I think it's y'all's too, based on the comment section from our reel yesterday. But this is a long sleeve star boxy tee. It is such good quality, but it's not too heavy, which I love. The neckline is my favorite part because how many times can I say it? I live in those Free People tops. I have their star sleeve top from Free People, but it is way too thin that I never pull for it. And I also don't like the neckline because I feel like everything is just like I'm constantly messing with it. So I love this for that reason. The neckline is pretty dang sturdy, and I also love the sleeve length because I can just do one cuff and I'm good to go. But if I want like that baggy slouchy look, I can uncuff the sleeve. And then it has this really pretty detailing down here. It's so cute. And then it has a raw hem at the bottom. You can kind of see the thickness here. And then the last thing I got in so far is this t-shirt dress, which I love that you guys love this as much as I do. I'm about to steam this and go try it on. This is so thick. I don't know if you guys can see the quality. It also comes pre-cuffed, which I love. I think that adds just a sweet detail. The neckline is the darker red in the dress, which I think is so pretty. And it has pockets, you guys. The pockets are so good on this. I just love it. I cannot wait to wear it. Got the toddler settled. I have sucker wrappers everywhere. And I didn't even realize Paw Patrol has been on my desk this whole time. And these screws that Luca was playing with. Okay, so this is all of the fun stuff. I have a steamer that's about to be here. I actually saw an Amazon truck earlier, so I bet it's almost here. I just have some random, like, shipping stuff that I got delivered that I really need to figure out today. I got this little calculator because whenever I was ordering everything, I was pulling out my phone a million times to do calculations. I got the Rollo label printer, and so I just got the corresponding labels to go in here. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little nervous about this. This is pretty pricey, but this is the cordless one. It's a Bluetooth connection to your computer. It was a little bit more pricey than the corded one, and I wanted the corded one because I don't want to rely on the connection. But I just knew that, like, with the space I'm working with, there's going to be so much moving stuff around that if I needed to move this, like, over to my shelving and there wasn't an outlet, I wanted that option. So I don't know, I really hope I don't regret this, but it had amazing reviews, so fingers crossed on that because it was expensive. And then these were a total fail. I got these little velvet hanger clips to do pants on these hangers because this brand didn't have a matching pant hanger, but the wood piece right here is too thick for these to go over. So that's just like a little thing where you just live and you learn. And I'm really excited to see how I like this shipping scale. A lot of the feedback that I got from friends that are in, you know, any type of shipping business was to get a scale with like a detachable reader, because if you have a big box on your scale, you can't see the numbers if it's built in, so you want like the corded piece, if that makes sense. So I did a ton of research, and this one had really good reviews, and I believe it was a little bit pricier, but like I said, I want it to be good quality, so I'm gonna set this up and figure all of this out today. And I need to do like a test order with a family member just to make sure that everything gets there in a timely manner and also just like arrives not damaged. But the one thing I am waiting on that I absolutely cannot get rolling without is my mailers, my poly mailers. I did get some custom ones because it honestly was not all that more expensive, but I could not find any on Amazon that had good reviews. And so I really wanted to make sure they didn't come to y'all ripped or whatever. So I felt like poly mailers were something that I really needed to invest in, because if I deliver something to you guys and it has a bunch of holes in it, that defeats the purpose. So anyways, this is a cute little scale. I need to put batteries in everything, and then I need to run an extension cord from the ceiling so that way I can get all of this set up. But anyways, okay, I'm gonna go put Layton down for a nap because Jameson is feeding him a bottle really quick. But anyways, thank you guys so freaking much for watching, for supporting, for just like being my favorite people in the world. All of you. Anyone who comments, anyone who messages, I talk to Jameson like you guys are my best friends. So I just love you guys, and I'm so grateful. I might cry, but anyways, I'm so excited. I'm so excited for Shop Honey and Heart. I'm so glad that you guys are excited. And I'm gonna go now before I cry because I just did my makeup. So I love you guys, and I'll see you in my next video.